You know they found cocaine in the White House.
Yes.
And nobody knows where it came from.
Just showed up.
But everybody knows that Joe Biden's kid is a cokehead. But let's see. But first they lied and said it came from it could have been anybody. It was open to the public. And it turns out, no, it wasn't. They try to lie it away. Well, here it is.
Right.
Here's even NBC News is saying this. Watch.
Kelly, the big change is where this was found. And it was found, by my observation, in a much more secure place, limited access place than that West Wing reception area. It's still a frequently trafficked place, but it's down near the Situation Room, right off West Executive, down below. And average people just can't get in there, even with the entry from the Northwest Gate.
So even she is not going to tell the lie that, no, it was, could have been anybody from the public. No, she's like, it's very secure. And here we go.
Well, let me bring you up to date with the reporting that I have. What we have learned is that there are, in fact, 2 West Wing entrances. You know that, I know that, but for the benefit of our audience. And now the investigation has progressed, and so they're saying the West Executive entrance, which, as you noted, is closer to the Situation Room and closer to the Navy mess, where there's the facilities for food and so forth. It is also next to West Executive Drive. That's where, for example, the vice president's vehicle is parked.
Kelly, the big changes.
So the president has decided to put his son Hunter Biden in charge of investigating to get to the bottom of this cocaine issue. Who's got a better nose for a cocaine crime story than his son Hunter, right? Doesn't it almost seem like Hunter's taking revenge on his father? Right? For completely effing him up. You mean the laptop wasn't enough? Okay, it's time to up the game. Hold my underage child. Here's what Joe Biden... Hey, did you see what Joe Biden said about Hunter, though?
Oh, my dad had an expression. He used to say, you know your success as a parent when you turn and look at your child and realize they turned out better than you. You know, my dad had an expression.
First of all, you know he's making that up. People who say that, my dad had an expression. Oh, really? Your dad had an expression? He's making that up. I know someone who used to do that all the time. He used to make that up. You know, my dad used to say, and he would just make up something. And that's what he did. Right there. So, if your son turned out better than you, boy, are you really... So here's what... So that's the... So I don't know if they're ever going to get to the bottom of who got the cocaine at the White House, because if it was Hunter, they're just going to cover it up. So, but here is Hunter Biden. I think they're out watching fireworks, and he seems to be hopped up on the coke, right? And people, this has been going around. This has been going around the internet, and I want to show it to you. Watch. So what? So there he is going, but he's touching the nose. There he is. Watch this. Now, that's very cokey behavior that he did. He looks like he's John, and then watch him walk. So now she sees it. And she's like, oh, my God. And she closes up like this as he walks by and gives him one of these. Watch. Let's do it all at once. Ready? Here we go. So now, she sees it. She knows he's all jacked up, and she's like, You see that fucking idiot going by, sniffing? He's, hey, man, it's cool. He's hopped up. And she knows it. That's the thing. I wouldn't have showed it had it been not for her. If she do it, she's sitting there cringing at her coked up stepson. Cringing. Look at it. She does. Oh, the truck in your car. You see that? I'm not making,
no, you're not. You're not at all.
He goes by sniffing. Yeah, and she's like, oh my God, out in public on the 4th of July, he's all hopped up on the goofballs. She knows he's hopped up. Fantastic. All right, here's one more clip I want to show you. Joe Biden, he's done it again. You know how Joe Biden never knows how to get off a stage, where to go, when to point. He's always wandering around like he's demented, probably because he's demented. And they're all lying to you. That's the funny thing. They say they hate Trump because he's a liar, but they're all lying to you about him not being demented right in your face. That's a much bigger lie than Trump ever told. Hey, come see us on tour. We'll be in Baltimore, San Francisco, Huntington Beach, Rosemont, and Chicago, Las Vegas, Salt Lake City, New York City, Pottstown, Pennsylvania, Stamford, Connecticut, and more, and St. Louis. Go to jimmydore.com for a link for all our tickets for all our shows.